Hello, my friends. Andy over today's CBO coming to you from Brea, California on a Monday night. It seems like Sunday because the kids didn't go to school. And there's my son's arm in the in the screen. Hey, as you're coming on and you're watching this, make sure and comment and let me know that you're watching. I'm going to be answering a few questions that have come up recently, and often do. I mean, there's a commonality between all the questions that come up, and it's really hard to do a Facebook Live with these rascals that are here. You got to turn the volume down or else it's going to echo. So on the keyboard, when you hit that button, you got to turn the volume down. So I'm going to answer a few questions that come up. Hey guys, I can see you're watching. You just got to make sure and let me know you're watching. If you have any other questions besides the one I address, then make sure and type those into the comments. We are broadcasting live on YouTube, on Twitter, and Facebook on 3 different platforms. And 3 different areas of Facebook, right? 2 different Facebook pages and a Facebook group. So if you're watching on any of those, just make sure and comment in the comment section. And that way I can know that you're watching, where you're watching from. And again, if you have any questions in addition to the ones I start to bring up, then just let me know. All right. So I'm going to begin with a very, very common question. And in the middle of this, I'm going to talk about my Veterans Day challenge, which is almost over. We only have about 6 more hours left on, of course, on Veterans Day here in Pacific Standard Time. And so you're going to want to make sure and let me know if you know anybody that has any type of PTSD or anxiety or any kind of painful injury from combat or their service as a veteran for these great United States. So let's go ahead and get this first question before I go deeper into that. And so one of the most common questions I get is because there's other network marketing companies, multi-level marketing companies that require you to buy a lot of product and have it on hand so that you can sell it to your friends and that kind of stuff. And so I need to tell you that Vasayo does not necessarily require that. I say necessarily because there's some strategies and things that I would suggest that you do, but to become a brand partner, you do not need to buy a whole bunch of product. What you do need to do is buy product for yourself. That way you can be a product of the product. So if you have anxiety, depression, arthritis, maybe you need some Renew, or you're having trouble sleeping and you need something in a bottle that looks very close to this. It's called Sleep, or V3 for energy, or V Slim because you want to lose weight. The thing you must do, I think, if you want to be a good representative of your company, is take the products and use them and have your own testimonials as to how they benefited you, in addition to the testimonials of the customers that you have suggested take the product and begin using it. And they will also be an additional testimonial in addition to yours. I think it's really hard to sell something if you don't show benefits or have benefits that you can share with others in regard to the products that you are suggesting people try, and the company you're promoting. And so do you need a surplus of products in order to be in this business? No, but I do recommend you get something called the Founders Pack when you first get in. The Founders Pack is about $1,500, which would be a small investment for any business that you want to start. So let's say you want to start a pool cleaning business, or you want to start a photography business, or gosh, I can go on and think all kinds of ones, a gardening business. You're going to spend way more than $15, I hope, in supplies, in equipment, in gear, in clothing, in branded products that you're going to wear, like a branded hat, a branded shirt, a uniform for your employees. In the end, and I've started several businesses that aren't MLMs, and I can tell you I've spent anywhere from $10,000 to nearly $100,000 in equipment and products and clothing and that kind of stuff. I had a security company that had 500 employees, and I had to buy a ton of uniforms for all those employees, right? I had 4 police cars. I had 5 detection dogs. I had 20 bicycles. I can't tell you how many radios that I had, walkie-talkies, so that we could communicate with each other at the different jobs. In the end, you're getting up into the thousands and thousands of dollars. To become a brand partner, it only costs you $50 with Vasayo. But the recommendation is you get that $1,500 founders pack. And what that does, it allows you to benefit later on when you become a gold or higher, where you get a percentage of the overall take of Vasayo. And so you get a percentage of the income for the company if you start with a founders pack. That is another way to get paid. We have 9 different ways to get paid. I believe it's 9. Maybe Steve can help me make sure that I give you good information. I always forget some of these details. And so it's either 8 or 9 different ways to get paid. I'm the worst at that part of it, just so you know. And so there's multiple ways to get paid. Earning a percentage of the the dividends of the take of the entire company is great, right? As this company grows into the billions of dollars, you see this little chart I have here. We're right here right now in this industry. We're going to be up here in the wellness and CBD business up here, and that is in the $22 billion, $25 billion mark. Right now we're just right here. And so as this company grows, as Vasayo begins to grow, they're already debt free. They've already earned billions of dollars, and they just started. They're just a little over 2 years old, and they're already here, right? Just think where they're going to be in the next couple years. Huge. And you're going to want to benefit from that. And so it makes no sense not to start with $1,500. And then that gives you all of the products. I think it's 2 of each product for you to try, and then for you to give away. I give away CBD all the time. A CBD bottle. I just gave a CBD cream away yesterday to a friend of mine who goes to the same church, and our kids have spent time together, and give it to her so she can try it and see the benefits. Now, this is, I forget how much it is, $100 and something, $149, I think, for this. And so you need to have those things on avail. I can't tell you how many of these I've given away, maybe 10. I've given away a complete package of Eternal. I've given away tons of bottles of these, probably 20 bottles of CBD1, so that people can try them. And it's because I have purchased the Founders Pack. I've purchased 3 Founders Packs, and I have a supply of products I can give away. Do you have to do that? No. All right. So I want you to understand, you do not have to, but I recommend that you have products on hand so that you can give them to people so they can try them out. 8 ways. And 9 with founders. Thank you. So I was correct on both counts, right? Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I knew there would be somebody on there to rescue me. Hey, Michelle, nice to see you. I can't wait until she comes over and sees the brilliance of the company that I'm supporting here. Someday, Michelle will come over and will be a team member of mine, and we can work together to build a strong company. But not yet. But I just haven't convinced her yet. But someday she will. All right. All right, let's go to the next banner here. So I hope that answered that question. Do you need to buy a surplus? No, but you should at least get a founders pack to get started. At least that. And then I'm constantly buying additional products because I know when I run out that somebody's going to ask me for some, and I need to have some on hand so that I can give it away. All right. And I do give it away. I have, and now that brings me to the Veterans Challenge that I put on my Facebook page today. The Veterans Challenge is that I'm challenging all of my brand partners to give away at least 1 bottle to a veteran so that they can try it to see if it helps them with their PTSD, helps them with maybe some aches and pains that they may have, maybe some depression that they're going through, or any other ailment that they have created from being a veteran, whether it's through boot camp, because you get hurt in boot camp all the time, you get hurt in training all the time, and also, of course, you get hurt in combat. And so if there's anybody, any veteran, private message me and I will give you a free bottle. All right. I have 2 bottles to give away. So 2 veterans get a hold of me. And once I've made sure that you are a veteran and that you actually do need a bottle, I'm more than happy to either hand it to you at my door or go to where you're at if you're close by, or mail it to you if you need it. There was some success with this during Memorial Day earlier, and I loved the impact that particular program was for me. All right, Davies, thumbs up, thank you. And she's just smiling. She's not even going to comment. How dare you? All right, next thing. Do I need to bug my family and friends? No. As a matter of fact, I would recommend you don't bug your family and friends because that is creepy. And just don't go there and, hey, I got this great new thing. Hey, buy this. Here, try this, and really bug them and become a pest in your own little world. That's the easiest way to piss people off and to them to shun you and not answer your phone calls when you call them to ask them, hey, what are you doing? You want to have a beer together? You can really turn off your friends and family by irritating them by this new fantastic business that you got. What I recommend you do is you share your story on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever it is, because this is really the way that we share our story with people. And I suggest you sharing your story. That's why I suggest that you actually be a product of the product and begin to use it and show the success. You've seen I put up pictures of myself with my shirt off of how I looked before I started taking Vasayo products and how I look now. The impact it's had on me to be able to go to the gym and work out and lose weight. I think I've lost about 30 pounds since I've been with Vasayo, and I'm in much better shape than I was, even in my 30s and 40s. I've really found that the products have been fantastic in that regard. I've shared letters that I've gotten from Kaiser showing that my blood pressure is now in the acceptable range, where for 30 years it was not. I was always high, always had high blood pressure. I've had a whole bunch of other stuff that I've talked about on all these Facebook Lives. And so what I do is I just share my story. I wear branded stuff. Let me get rid of this. So I wear branded shirts all the time, and I have a hat that I wear. And as I go and enter a plane, I have people go, hey, can you talk to me about this when we get off the plane? Or if I'm sitting next to somebody, they go, I noticed that you're wearing all this CBD stuff. Do you know anything about that? I pull out one of my books and I say, yeah, I've written 2 books on it. And here's one of my business cards. And then I say, what do you want to know? And then they they ask their questions. And then I give them my expertise or whatever it is that I've done to have the knowledge to know what it is that it can help them with. And I progress that way. I don't bug my family and friends, although I have family who has become brand partners under me, but that's when they've watched me for 6 months before they took action and asked if they could join, right? So they asked me if they can join. I didn't go to them and ask them to join. Now, again, you may have a relationship with your family that's completely different and you can do that, but I would guard against doing it to the point where you become an irritant and people do not want to talk to you anymore, answer your phone, answer your text, because they always think that the next thing you do is say, oh, hey, we got some new stuff. You want to try it? Hey, do you have any friends or family? Can you give me 10 people that you can suggest that I call, cold call them? No, I say do not do that. Are there some people that are very good at that and maybe you don't care? So you can do that if you want to, but I'm suggesting you don't. As a matter of fact, our philosophy at Overcome Nation, which is the team that I'm on, is that you don't do that. You don't become an irritant. Hey, Rachel, nice to see you. Glad that you're here. And so, yes, I suggest that you do not bug your family and friends. So don't do that. You don't need to do that. There's plenty of people out there. This growth chart right here that I put, this isn't the scale, by the way, but this is how big it is. Everybody's doing the advertisement for us. Our big product is CBD1, but that's not the only product we have. As a matter of fact, CBD1 was the last product we added. There were other products that were already out there, the V3, the V Slim, the Eternal, the Renew, the Sleep, the Vtox, the Core Complete, which is a fantastic vitamin that I take every day. It has virtually changed my life. It is the best vitamin pack that you can put into your body, bar none, for the least amount of money. All right. This is the least expensive product that we have overall in regard to the health benefits and what you get. So I tell everybody, this is one thing for sure you have to have. And the CBD1 only enhances the effect of all these other products. The CBD1 is the booster charge for everything else. But yes, so you can share that with people and give it to them. All right. So the next thing, do I need to have meetings at my home? You don't need to, but there are some benefits of having what we would call a CBD tasting party. Some people call it that. Sometimes we group together with other professionals, other brand partners, and we invite people like Daniel Piku, who's one of the founders of Vasayo, or even Dallin Larson or Carrie Larson will fly over if you have a big enough crowd and that kind of stuff. And it's more on that scale. But we have done tastings at people's homes. Vinny Pizzo, who is my upline, who is the person who signed me up, we've had a couple tastings at his home. I know people that have had events in the rec room of their apartments or their condominium complexes and that type of stuff. Do you need to do that? No. And only I think that once you get educated and you know what it is you're talking about, do you want to do one of those things? My cousin has done 2. One of them, nobody showed up. And the next one, a bunch of people showed up and a bunch of people signed up. And so it's up to you and how it is that you what type of person you are. If you felt comfortable doing that, there's nothing wrong with it. But again, do you need to do that? Is that how, like that Amway thing that we've all been asked to join? No, we don't necessarily do that. But there is a chart that you can flip the chart type of thing. There's keynote presentations that are in the system that you can just download, and you're more than welcome to do that. A lot of people do it as a webinar. Because this is a global company. We have offices in Asia. We have them in Canada. I think we have one in Canada. That one open yet? I know that we have a lot of business in Canada. There's a lot of stuff going on. Hey, we have 45 people watching. Outstanding. But we have a lot of activity in Canada. And I know that we've recently had some seminars and things up in Canada. So we're a global company. And so right now, the world is very small because of the internet. Right now, I'm broadcasting, and I typically will have people from Australia watching, people from Argentina watching, all over the place, because of these platforms that we now have available. It is free, right? It is free to broadcast worldwide your message. And as you build your audience, again, we have 45 people. Well, it was 45. Now it's 43, at least at the counter that I have here, that many of these people are not in Southern California where I am. I'm in Orange County, California, but most of my customers and brand partners are nationwide, and in Canada, and in Australia, New Zealand. And so I use these platforms to do that, to broadcast worldwide. And it's very easy to do. So the meetings in the home is almost kind of gone by the wayside, but in particular with Vasayo, we teach you how to do it globally using social media. So no, you don't. All right, next one. Do I need to have meetings? Oh, wait a minute. I did that twice. Oh, well, never mind. How do I get credit when someone buys or wants to join? It's very simple. A lot of people think it's complicated. They think, oh, I have to do all this stuff. I have to, hold their hand. I have to do it for them and that kind of stuff. You can, if you want to. I have people that, for some reason, I have some people that just simply don't want to buy online. And I don't know necessarily why that is, but they just have this aversion to ordering online. So they always come into my house and say, or they text me, hey, can I come by and pick up a bottle of CBD? Can I come by and pick up some cream? Can I come by and pick up some V3? So I often have people at my front door, or I leave the product out front and they just leave a check under the doormat. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. No fair going under my doormat and looking for checks. All right. No longer is anybody going to do that. Or they Venmo. No, I don't do Venmo. I don't know why I don't do Venmo. I have an account, but I've never had anybody Venmo. But I have people have done Zelle and sent me payments through Zelle. So they can do that, but that's not the only way. As a matter of fact, that's not the recommended way. What you can do, I'm going to share my screen here. Oops, I just see that it timed out. Hold on, I gotta log back in before I share the screen. Here in our back office, I'm going to show you the back office here. I'm going to get rid of this banner so you can see the whole thing. Hold on. And I'm going to get rid of the lower third, the frame that actually is called, and make this big. All right. So this is the back office, and I'm going to share the back office down here. And I'm going to show you right down here. Do you see on the left-hand side? You may, I wish I could make it larger, but it won't. It only does it when I'm not sharing the screen. But right here are the different website addresses that you can copy. So my brand name for my Vasayo company is called Today's CBD Oil. So you see right here where it says https://todayscbdoil.vasayo.com. You just simply send people that. And that is the marketing site. Then you have your product site, you have your opportunity, and about us. And so typically I send this marketing site. And when somebody clicks on it, it takes them to your site, and you'll see on the upper right-hand corner, if you're not on your phone, you can see it, where you see my name, Andy Jimenez, right there. And you can see that right there. And so this is my site where they would go to join Vasayo or show the products. And here are the products. You have your Eternal, you got your Core Complete, your Vtox, your Neuro, Renew, which is a fantastic product. I think that virtually almost by itself has been a game changer for my life and for my health, in addition to the Core Complete and the Eternal, and of course the CBD one. And these are our main products on this website. Now understand that we have two websites, and one of them is for the Vasayo products and one is for the CBD. Let me go ahead and come back to my screen and make that small and make me big again. And that is because CBD is still a little bit of the Wild West, and the government still isn't quite sure how to handle the CBD industry, because there's so many problems with it, with the people that aren't doing it right, that aren't actually selling CBD within the product. As a matter of fact, it'll say CBD on there, but it'll be very little CBD and more of something else. And so it's very tough for companies right now like us that are doing it right. We have third-party testing. We have patents. We have a liposome technology, which enhances the bioavailability to our body that actually allows us to absorb it. Most CBD products are using pure CBD, which is not getting into your body. If you're taking CBD and it's a pure CBD, they're using that as a marketing gimmick, and it's not a good marketing gimmick because it doesn't work as effectively as a CBD that has some type of delivery system that actually allows it to get in your body, because the nutrients are too big and our body rejects them. And so liposome technology makes it small enough for our bodies to absorb and wraps it in fat bubbles, which our body loves and will take in that nutrient because of those fat bubbles. And so not very many companies, maybe 2 or 3 that I know of, are doing it almost as well as Vasayo and can be trusted. All the rest are not doing it in a way that we should trust necessarily. So be careful about those other products. So the reason there's 2 different websites is that in case the government says, all right, we're halting all sales of CBD, which we don't see on the horizon, by the way. We don't see any of that. But just in case, Vasayo wanted to protect the brand partners and the customers so that if that happened, only the CBD website would get shut down and not all the other Vasayo products. They would still be available. We would still be able to market them while Vasayo sorted out the issues in regard to the CBD. And so it was very smart of them. One of the only companies, if not the only company that I know of that did that. They took steps to make sure and protect the brand partners and the customers to make sure that nothing happened if something were to happen the CBD for a short period of time where we weren't able to market it or sell it. And so that, I think, was very smart. Is it a little bit of a hassle? Yes, but that little bit of hassle is better than the huge hassle that if they just completely shut down Vasayo, which is one of the top 50 healthcare companies in the world, as the top one of the top 50 healthcare companies in the world. You want to make sure and protect that. You can lose that status if all of a sudden nobody can get your products and take care of the health because now they can't get a hold of your product. So Vasayo is very smart in what it is that they did in relationship to having more than one website. So that's how you do it. You copy that down. Now, what I did, of course, is I branded through Google or through GoDaddy. I got the URL, today's CBD oil, and I use a redirect. I use that URL that Vasayo gives you, which has the Vasayo, /.com, whatever, in addition to the today's CBD oil. I take that URL, I plug it into GoDaddy for my branded URL, which is today's CBD.com, and I redirect it. So that when somebody types in just today's CBD oil, as it reads on my shirt, if they were to read that and go, you know what, on the phone really quick, they go, let me see what that is. They would easily find that. They would know, right, to put the extra Vasayo, /Vasayo, blah, 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 right? Nobody knows that. But they do know today's CBD oil. If they just added .com, they can easily go to my website now, right? I don't have to worry about them not knowing that, because if they did that and I didn't have that branded website, it would say, site doesn't exist or whatever, I forget what it actually says, but it tells you that there's nothing that exists under that name. Or if I didn't check and grab that, maybe somebody else has today'scbd.com and now it goes to their website instead. All right. So it behooves you to use a really good, cool name for your company, get that URL, brand everything around it, and then redirect that Vasayo website address to that website. So that way people can easily find it. All right. So, and I can do things like this on social media. I can say, go to today'scbd.com and order my products, or go to today's Vasayo.com, which is the other branded URL I have. And you can order the V3, the Eternal, and that kind of stuff. And you can see that's much easier than now adding the, /dot blah, 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 all that other kind of stuff. All right. So do you need a website? No, you don't need a website. So I want to make sure you understand, do you need to do that? No, you do not need to do that. Because Vasayo gives you a website. So you don't personally need to go out and build a website. You don't need to go to, the 15-year-old down the street and say, hey, I need you to create a website for me so I can sell these products. You don't need to do that. Vasayo has already created the website for you, right? They've already created it for you so that you can sell those products. Let me go ahead and share my page again. Shoot. It's not, I got to now do something else. Hold on. Let me see what happens. I'm broadcasting on. There we go. All right. So that's what my website looks like. CBD1. All right. So this is Vasayo's. This isn't mine, even though it has my name up here. I'm sorry. Let me get rid of this lower third. That one and that one. So this is what the website looks like. This is the one that Vasayo has built for you. And now anybody that orders on this website and logs in, you get credit every time they buy, every time they get a brand partner. And, when they use their website or they use your website, you get credit for it. Why? Because my name was over here. And when they log on, the system knows to make sure I get credit for everything. So if somebody goes here and says shop now, it will ask them to create an account, and then they can buy the CBD one very easily and go on from there. All right. So this is all done for you. You do not have to create your own website in order for somebody to order and for you to get credit for it. All right. All right. So one more question. And how much does it cost to become a brand partner, and are there monthly fees? And so, like I said before, it's just under $50. It's like $49.99 or something like that. You know what they do? Everybody does it, right? So it's just under $50. So just say $50 to join and become a brand partner. I suggest that you get a founders pack to start. You don't have to buy that founders pack every month. And then on auto ship, just get those items that you think you're going to use on a regular basis. So you can be a product of the product, and you can say, hey, I take these things. I feel fantastic. It's changed my life. I've lost weight, whatever it is, right? The pain in my shoulder, like I used to have, is all gone. The high blood pressure I used to have is all gone. Whatever that is, continue and maintain those items, those products you use to maintain that health. And that's all you need to do. Continue to take the products that you're taking on a monthly basis and have them on auto ship so that you get them shipped. And that keeps you in good standing. And you only have to pay that $50 once. And I think there's a $1.50 fee that just automatically comes out. So $1.50 comes out of the processing fee for the products that are sold and the processing of your orders that come in from other people and that kind of stuff. So that $1.50, you don't have to pay the $1.50 necessarily. It just comes out of your profits, and you get paid once a week, right? And that is it. So $1.50 is maybe the monthly fee that I would, I normally say no, there's not a monthly fee, but that $1.50 does come out once a month. I noticed, and that's it. You get an app on your phone that you can send videos, you can send PDFs, you can send information. The app has a system that shows you when somebody looks at the videos, how much of the video they watched, I believe, and who it was that watched the video. So if you send it to somebody, it'll show you on a text message that, hey, somebody just watched that video you sent them, and who it was. If you send it directly to somebody that you have in your phone book, for instance, all of that is included and comes. You don't have to pay for it. Your website is part of that. That $50 payment. It comes, with being a brand partner. You don't have to build anything. You don't have to do anything. And then that $1.50 a month is a maintenance fee that just keeps everything up and running. And that's it. All right. And there's nothing more to it. All right. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to take a really quick to see if there was any other comments. Thumbs up. Hey, and just a lot of people. There were a lot of people watching. That 45 people at one point. I wish all of you just would have commented or said something. I know that we're broadcasting on Twitter and YouTube and that kind of stuff. Those comments do come through this system here and allows me to see who's watching and where they're watching from. And so I enjoy it. I just wish you would just say, hi, I'm watching from whatever. I'm not going to, spam you in any way or anything like that, but it does help me know where people are watching from and that kind of stuff. So if this information was helpful to you, whether you're a brand partner with Vasayo or maybe you're with Rodan and Fields, we have a ton of people coming from Rodan and Fields. It seems like every day I get a message from somebody from Rodan and Fields or Hempworks, or where else are they coming from? What's the fruit vitamins? I forget what that's called. So many people from other MLMs are coming over and asking questions. People are joining. Rodan and Fields is really popular for those people to come over and leave that company, come over to us for whatever reason, and a bunch of others. It's just this company's great. We have great founders. Again, debt free. The products are fantastic. The team I'm on is the best. So if you're going to join any team, join me, because our team, Overcome Nation, is having a great event coming up in Dallas. That's where I'll be midweek. I leave tomorrow for New York. I'll be in New York for a couple of days. I'll be speaking in New York. I fly to Dallas, where I'm going to be at the Overcome Nation. So our team has its own convention, right? We don't just have the Vasayo convention. Our team has its own convention. That is in Dallas coming up this week. And over the weekend. And then I fly from Dallas to Las Vegas, where I'm speaking again. And then I'll fly home next Tuesday and be here to pick up my kids. And if I would not be able to do that if it wasn't for the Vasayo products. I can tell you that. All right. So you want to make sure and do that. Oh, new comment came in. Hey, Julie, nice to see you. I hope you're feeling better. I know. Oh, Beachbody. Yeah, a lot of Beachbody people. Kyani. I don't know what a Kyani is. I never heard of them. But a lot of people, we are the largest team in North America. Awesome. We have a great team. The Overcome Nation is fantastic. Rick Gutman is a great team leader, and all the other leadership that's in our Overcome Nation group is fantastic. And that's it. It's very easy, very simple. They teach you everything. We have our free business school. It's one of the best business schools. I wish I would have had this business school when I had all of my other businesses. There's a number of things that I've learned by being a part of this business school that I wouldn't have made the same mistakes that I made because Rick Gutman and again, the team has done such a great job with this business school. It fits into everything, not just multi-level marketing or network marketing, whatever you want to call it. It fits into a lot of stuff. It also fits into life. Rick Gutman is a spiritual guy and puts on a great religious service. I don't know, they're religious. It's not religious service. That's really can be a bad word. A service on Sundays. I think I have to leave early on Sunday, so I'm not going to be a part of any service. I don't think, unless he has it in the morning before class starts. So I'm going to probably miss that, but it's a great service and just a great guy, great team, great everything. Julie's one of my team members. Rachel, who else is on here? Steve Hunt, Michelle Duplicon will be one of my team members one of these days when she smartens up and decides to join me. All right, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's helped you with some of the questions you might have as you've been watching from afar. And if you have any other questions, make sure and private message me so I can get a hold of you and let you know what's going on. All right, so that's it for me. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.